Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and SUI price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Ethereum here on the 4 hours chart, where we are still looking at our double 1-2 potentially to unfold, of course, a massive push toward the upside for wave 3 here. However, of course, this wave 3, if it is going to unfold, then we have our leading diagonal as a wave 1 and then wave 2. And then we're still looking here at a potential zigzag, since of course we got invalidation here, wave 4 interfering with the zone 1, which is not allowed, of course, in an impulse, transforming this into a corrective wave as a zigzag, now leaving us just one option to push for higher here, in case of course we're still looking at a potential diagonal, or also can be a double 1-2 here, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 towards the upside, that it might be unfolding as well as a 1, 2, 3 here. So the possibility is still there, of course, in double 1-2 or in a diagonal again. However, we gotta be careful also with the diagonal. It can be an ending diagonal for an ABC and dropping down again, of course, for Ethereum, in case that this will show some weaknesses again, of course, and pushing for something for lower. Now, of course, in this case, I'm going, of course, to dive inside the 2 hours chart to, of course, analyze what is going on in there. So basically, for the 2 hours chart here, or 1 hour even, we can see something, of course, can be impulsive as a wave A here, potential wave B, of course, as something very corrective here. We can see it, of course, very clearly on the 1 hour chart as well. If this is a complex structure here as an A, B, and a C somehow, we're looking, of course, for a potential finished wave 2 there, and we're looking here for another impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and potentially can be a 1, 2 there, and then 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. Might still be unfolding, of course, for this scenario. Finally, of course, another scenario can be a triangle here, so we gotta be careful from an ABC here for wave A, B, and a C, D, and an E, of course, and then we push toward the downside after this triangle. But of course, in this case, we want to reach still, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level for a zigzag here in a wave D, and then having the wave E, and then pushing for lower. By all means, if this happens, that means, of course, the invalidation of this bullish scenario might be taken at the 2130. So we gotta be careful. If the price dive deeper to the 2130, that is, of course, invalidation, and mean, of course, we are looking for a new lows here. Even, of course, the double 1-2 will be here, of course, invalidated, not just the first or the second one. Both will be invalidated by this second 1-2 invalidation. Yeah, so these are the updates for Ethereum as well. If we take a look here on the KGT as well, 3-minute chart for Ethereum, well, very clear bearish signal. We have in convergence also, and so the things are not looking that great. I think that we might push a little bit one more high on the micro level, but then it might drop down again, finishing this as an ending diagonal over there. And then, of course, continuation toward the downside, guys. So be careful, of course, with Ethereum. It doesn't show yet, of course, something really strong to continue toward the upside. And anyway, to continue really bullish here, we need to break the 3696, which is, of course, our signal here for something bullish, and of course breaking the 1-to-1 fib level in confluence, of course, in case we are in wave 3. So it's very early to call this, of course, for Ethereum. The next one we're gonna see is Solana. So Solana as well, we're still looking into this potential wave 1 as a diagonal. We have ABC here, potentially can be finished. But if we're still looking for lower, then we are very, very close here to the 886, and it might be already invalidation. Now, currently, since, of course, we took the low there, and it might be, of course, an ending diagonal here for wave 2. So we can be, of course, in an impulse in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, the good thing in Solana that nothing has been invalidated yet as a bullish. You're still in a 1, 2, 3 and potential wave 4 given here. And we are very likely in the ending diagonal for a wave 5 over there, that it might be finishing very, very soon. Now, the wave 5, of course, has to take as this target in case we are looking for for a blue box in Confluence, which it can be, of course, there. Now, basically, this target, the bigger one, is, of course, a potential A, B, and a C here. If we're still corrective, we might, of course, drop down, and it can be, of course, even hitting the 1.38 here in Confluence, of course, with this area. But yeah, we gotta be careful. It still can be a potential scenario as expanding flat here, meaning, of course, correction, and that will drop us, of course, in a bear scenario in double 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, 5, 4, and a 5, of course, for lower prices. Now, in case, of course, we continue toward the upside here as a correction for a wave 2, meaning after finishing this impulse, if we get only a correction wave 2 to be tested, of course, in this area later on, and then, of course, we will see if we push toward the upside, and of course, we will take it step by step. But basically, everything here is looking great. Our wave 4, of course, taken in the perfect fib levels, in the red zone, and we are looking here for something for higher. As well, the KGT shows a bullish signal here for Solana, knowing that Ethereum was bearish, and of course still looking a little bit weak anyway for Ethereum. I don't know why, but for Solana it looks good. Yeah, we have a bullish signal and it is unfolding to the upside here, and we might still see, of course, something pushing for higher. Yeah, so probably can be simply taking one more high here and then dropping down for wave 2. It's not necessarily to take the $151 here, so we gotta be careful as well with Solana. Yep, the last one that we're gonna see is a SUI here. For SUI, we are looking at a 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5 to unfold still toward the upside. I'm still seeing some strengths for SUI, despite that this looks like a very, very choppy and long sideways corrective wave. Like, what the hell is going on, right? So it is a very, very long one. Now, I was expecting, of course, an A, B, and a C here. Now, if this is a finished wave C, because, I mean, it's a little bit hard to call it. I mean, it can be, of course, something as diagonal, but we didn't even took the low yet. Knowing that this is a potential finished impulse, a short wave C truncation, oh, yeah, that's too much, right? I mean, what is going on with this correction? In case that we are in a 1, 2 again and pushing higher and higher, well, that might be it. Okay, so this is an impulse, very short, and truncation as well, finishing an A, B, and a C here. It's a little bit ugly, I would say, price, but for SUI, even on the 3-minute chart, we have a bullish signal, and that's why, of course, I'm like very surprised that yes, we might push for higher, and this was your wave C there, finished already with a very short one, which is a little bit unexpected, honestly. Yeah, if this is the case that we are pushing for higher here directly, so therefore I'm looking for the wave 5 between the 2.1 and the $2.3. And by the way, regarding the timing here for wave 4 in this yellow scenario, I believe it's already taken. So the time taken from the wave 2 here, as you can see, the 1-to-1 fib time has been reached. So it is a perfect timing as well to push towards the upside here. In a wave 5, it can do it already. Yeah, so very likely to do this, and very likely to push towards the upside without a significant wave C. Yeah, so the wave C was very short over there and finished truncated, and we start a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the upside. So yeah, this is regarding as well SUI. I think it might be it. Yep, so that was it for Ethereum, Solana, and SUI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.